Last game of round 13 gives us the Raiders and the Roosters here for a 10,000 guaranteed prize pool here. We have our sign-up link in the description, guys. Jump in and grab that. We'll start with the outside backs, and it's obviously a clear top choice in this one, and I'm pretty sure you have to pick him. Like, he's very, very, very high chance of going really big in this game. Gets the fullback position, and last year, for example, when he got that, he really dominated. And I can see a 60-plus score from him this week, and we're at a minimum, we're looking at a 50-odd to get some worth out of this position. If we're going a bit lighter, obviously, Jordan Rapana could do really well. He's at the 12,000 mark, which is not bad. Smith, Kotrick, Tomoko, Chris, I wouldn't be touching, and my second guy would be Joseph Suali'i. So he's had a light game, obviously last one at negative 0.1, but I see a nice bounce back for him this week. And if we wanted to go anyone else from here, we've got Momorowski or Nagama, who have that opportunity to get somewhere between the 20 and the 40, I'd say, with a potential try or a try assist. And then Xavier Savage at any point could go nuts. So he's obviously had a few chances at the back now. Full 80 minutes last week, 40 minutes the week before, but he has that opportunity to go really big. So if you wanted to go a little bit cheaper with a Savage in this one, or you can get him in the flex, then he could be a guy that could make a break this game. If we move to the halves and the hookers, and your clear top choice is going to be Luke Keary. He's coming off a bunch of really good games, which is what we're looking for here from a premier half. At $20,000, you're getting him at a minimum of 50 in his last 5 weeks. So I think that's a really, really good opportunity to come out and do really well. I think Connor Watson's probably your next guy to potentially pick. He's coming off a 55. You'd be expecting anywhere from a 45 plus for Connor this week, having to cover a little bit more than what he's had to with a few guys out, obviously. And Sammy Walker could come out and do the same. It depends how these Raiders play. He's coming off 4 scores at a minimum of 38 in his last 4 there. So 13,450. You can get a 40 plus from him. You're going to do pretty well also. And then someone like Matt Frawley could be a really solid option there. In the 2 games that he played, and he was the dominant half, he got a 52 and a 48. Right now, he's not going to be the dominant half with Fogs, but I still think he's going to play a fairly prominent role and could get somewhere in the mid-30s at a 10,950 clip if you wanted to go for him. Let's move to the forwards to finish it off, and someone I think is super important this week is going to be Angus Crichton. I think we can definitely see a mid-50s to 60 from him this week. He has been on a bit of a tear lately. 41 as his lowest score in his last 5, with his lowest after that being a 57. So I think anything above that is fairly safe for him to get this week, with a little bit of attacking stats and potentially a chance of a try. If we went for Joseph Tarpany, he's had 2 really good weeks as well in big minute roles, running for a lot of meters, over 200 in the last couple of weeks. So Joseph or Crichton, if you can try and sneak in both, that would be great as well. The next option here, I think, is Nat Butcher. I think he's been really dominant the last few weeks, and I think that at the 17,600, if you didn't want to go for one of those top 2 guys, or only wanted to pick one of them, then Butcher would be your next guy off the rank that I would be selecting in my side. A little bit lighter again, we've got Corey Horsburgh, who gets to start this week, and I'm expecting somewhere close to a 45 to 50 from him. And I think at 15,500, it's probably worth picking up in your squad. If you went a little bit lighter in the outside back, with it be Suali'i and then go Savage in the flex, for example, you could probably spend up a little bit more in the forwards. And I think Horry, along with a couple of these other options there, could do really well. The other interesting one here is Fletcher Baker gets to start this week at 9,000. So he has an opportunity to get maybe somewhere in the 30s this week. But again, that's a bit of a hit and miss as to how many minutes these guys are going to get, especially when you've got someone like Egan Butcher on the bench who has an awesome PPM, just needs to get those minutes. We're not sure if it's going to happen. That's why he's got the 11,300 salary. Because of what he's done in previous seasons. So if he happens to get a bunch of minutes, then he could do well also. But you could get some decent minutes from Baker as well. So that's the video, guys. I hope that helped you out a lot in your picks for this last game of the round. I wish you all the best of luck, and we'll catch you in the review video tomorrow. See you guys.